So Hamza Hamid, a guy that I actually started watching in 2020, 2021, I believe, actually made some pretty good self-improvement videos, but it looks like everything has started to come crashing down after his friend called him out and just ended terms and is exposing everything right now, almost as we speak. Like they've been going back and forth at this for 2 weeks.
On the 30th of September 2025, Hamza Ahmed, which is a man which I used to call my best friend, posted on his Instagram story what can only be described as a public character assassination directed at me, broadcast to over 200,000 of his followers. Now, I talked about this in my last video, but if you haven't watched that, don't worry, I'll give you a quick timeline right now. From the 1st to the 15th of August,
Nutshot right there. Hold on, let's replay that.
Don't worry, I'll give you a quick timeline right now. From the 1st to the 15th of August, I stayed with Hamza in his villa in Bali. Everything was totally normal and we mostly had a great time. Then just over a month later, on the 17th of September, Hamza sent me a text out of nowhere saying, "I don't think we can be friends anymore." The next day, Hamza calls me on Discord and he tells me he's upset at one of my videos, Self-Improvement Did Not Change My Life, where I encourage young men to stop worshipping gimmicky habits and to instead build a valuable skill. He believes that's clashing with his messaging.
That's fair.
I assured him in the call that that's not the case and he's just being paranoid and petty. We end the call on good terms. Then on the 30th of September, Hamza posted his character assassination on his story, which accuses me of backstabbing him for money and implies that my business is a scam. And then on the 11th of October, I made my response video. It was structured, it was factual, I gave a detailed timeline with evidence and receipts. I exposed Hamza's behavior for what it was, which was narcissistic, manipulative, and petty. And I was calm throughout most of my video until the end. Don't respond to this video. I will fucking bury you, Hamza. And that brings us to the 15th of October. Hamza responded. And he responded with a video which is so manipulative and so emotionally dishonest. It genuinely shocked me. He twisted the truth yet again. But not only that, he revealed private details about my personal life in a desperate attempt to once again slander me, defame me, paint me out to be an evil person, and most importantly to Hamza, to protect his public image. So here I am, a man of my word. In this video, I am going to expose the man which I helped build. And by the end, you're going to understand why he deserves it.
You can do it. You can fucking destroy me if you want. If what you think will bring you peace, go ahead. But just do one thing. If you have like respect for our friendship, do one thing. Take
respect for the friendship, and then he shows the defamation.
Just 2 days away from the internet, read your Bible, and then come back and then see if you think that your video was appropriate. What are the best and worst manipulation tactics that women use today? The first manipulation tactic, crying. And this is how it goes. She does something to upset you. She literally will hurt you. Then she'll cry saying, "Oh, but I've upset you." And now it's about her again. And now you're the asshole.
Oh my goodness. Holy crap. He's able to manipulate his fans. Brutal.
How about crying socially? So not just crying between you and her in private, but if she cries and then posts about it on social media, she's going to get so much extra support on her side because you as the man will instantly look like the bad guy. And I want to teach you quickly, how can you overcome this form of manipulation? Don't take a woman's tears that seriously. There's a phrase which is called crocodile tears, which basically means when a woman's crying, but she's literally using it as a form of manipulation to make you feel bad or to get people onto her side. As a society, if you see a woman crying about her man, be aware that it could be a form of manipulation. This is why us talking about manipulation is so important. I know this seems like a goofy video, but you're seeing my point now of like, this video is actually quite purposeful for us to speak about, isn't it?
In my last video, my only objective was to defend myself because Hamza slandered me publicly in front of a large audience. But just to be clear now, Hamza has doubled down on slandering me, trying to destroy my reputation, and trying to destroy my business. So this video is not going to be as neutral as the other video. I'm going to break down some of the major lies and misrepresentations from Hamza's response video. And you're going to see in real time how Hamza distorts reality, rewrites history, and casts himself as a martyr. So buckle up, folks, because Hamza Ahmed has made several grave errors, and I have all of the fucking receipts. First of all, I want to address two quick misrepresentations from Hamza's response video before we jump into the meat.
And so I texted him, we hopped on a call.
Hamza, if you entered a call with your best friend, someone who means so much to you, in good faith, to clear the air, to gain clarity, why did you record the call? That is some serious cockroach behavior. And also, it changes everything, okay? In my last video, I pointed out that Hamza's text to me was super feminine behavior.
But the wording of that text message is so insignificant.
But it's actually a lot darker than that. Hamza was running cat and mouse, which is a manipulation tactic where you make someone feel like they've done something wrong and then don't tell them what it is, give them no clarity, and let it just build up within them like a pressure cooker, so that when you do finally talk to them, they're more likely to comply with your version of events and your narrative. And it didn't work, because I live with a good heart and I know I have good intentions and I know I've not done anything fucking wrong.
And in the call, he agreed with me that the video wasn't so respectful.
I did enter our call, which I was ambushed with the intent to cooperate with my best friend and try to understand why he was upset.
Yeah. It's absolutely crazy how like Hamza has like this whole Adonis image, but then proceeds to be like a bitch about it. Like he's just a massive bitch about everything. It's actually pretty fucking sad if you think about it. Because back in the day, honestly, like I thought a lot of his older videos like are good. A lot of his older videos were like solid advice, but now it's just a lot of fucking dog shit. It's like rinse and repeat, and he's just scamming his fans. Like I think his courses are like past the thousands of dollars. It's insane. It's fucking insane.
I get it. So you're sending your troops in and I'm kind of rallying them against your cause.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really think that through from that lens, to be honest.
Even if it was coming from a deep sense of insecurity, I don't judge my friends, I try to understand them first. But just to be clear, the call was over an hour long, and throughout that entire call recording, Hamza got a 3-second clip which tries to paint me out being guilty, which it doesn't even achieve.
I didn't really think that through from that lens, to be honest.
Hamza wasn't trying to resolve anything with our call. He was fishing for leverage, which is why he recorded it. And he didn't get anything from it because, again, I didn't do anything fucking wrong.
That's so interesting that you used this clip from years ago. And he could have just shown himself with some girls recently, but he chose that clip from 3 years ago where it's like the dichotomy of like, look, Hamza's the self-improvement guy and he's getting tapped out by his friend. You know, we were like rolling, doing jujitsu and the other guy was winning, so I tapped out like this. But then the camera pans to make him look cool. He chose a specific clip to make his friend look bad.
First of all, Hamza's not getting tapped out here. He's not losing a fight, he's just wrestling.
The other guy was winning, so I tapped out like this. But then the camera pans to make him look cool. He chose a specific clip.
It's crazy how he can literally say something and then within 3 seconds of his own video, disprove his own point.
And he could have just shown himself with some girls recently.
The reason I didn't use any of the clips and I used this one is because most of my footage with me and a girl is with my ex, and I deemed it generally inappropriate to use that footage. So I don't have that much footage to use of me talking to women. The reason I showed Hamza on the floor wrestling is literally just because of video editing theory. When you introduce a scene onto the video, if I had cut Hamza being wrestled, it would have cut out the first part of the cameraman's sentence.
Dude, Hamza's over here. He's fighting for his life. And there's Sam.
Which is absolutely fucking criminal for a video editor to do. You don't cut out half of the context of someone's sentence. That's why I left Hamza in. It's as simple as that. I said it was petty in the call that I had with Hamza and in my video. I pushed back on one of the points he made because frankly it was just very, very petty because I didn't want to over-explain how fucking video editing works.
And that clip of me when I'm struggling on the floor and he's talking to a girl, that perfectly chosen clip says it all.
Just a reminder,
That is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't thank Hamza in that video because I didn't like Hamza and I didn't respect Hamza during that time. And hopefully by now, you're starting to see some of the reasons why. But I'll say this, when someone constantly asks of you to be thankful to them, I changed Sam's life, I did this for you, and then I did this for you, and then I did this for you, it starts to feel like a humiliation ritual to actually just give some genuine gratitude for someone who carries himself like that.
If you're a Hamza Glazer, your life gets better in basically every single fucking way. He tells the story of his friend who was like a Hamza Glazer, loved my videos. He texted
that's
his
so
friend
bad.
saying, your life was better when you were a Hamza Glazer. And that was like the biggest point. I was like, you know what? When you're a Hamza Glazer, even though I get some things wrong, your life improves. That's it. Just objectively, if you follow my advice, your life improves. If you follow me, your life will get better. My results have proven it. Guarantee your life will get worse, and you'll come crawling back to me saying, you know what, Hamza, you were fucking right. I stopped watching you for a while, and I completely fell off my self-improvement. Your life is better when you're a Hamza Glazer. It's just a 10 out of 10, like, absolute fact of the world. As much as, like, fucking gravity is a law of physics.
Like someone who sees himself as like a messiah, a savior. Hamza doesn't want thanks, he wants worship. Sadly for Hamza, I have...
That's a bar. Hamza doesn't want thanks, he wants worship. I mean, definitely what he was saying there, like, if you're a Hamza Glazer, then your life becomes better. Like, yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's really bad. That's really, really bad.
If you want to bury me, if you want to go and expose every bit of my private details, bro, honestly, you could fucking destroy my life. Go ahead. It'll be nothing that I haven't already said to the camera. In the 1,000 videos that I've recorded, I've told everyone.
Right there, Hamza admits that I could destroy his life, but then in the next sentence, disarms it by saying, well, it wouldn't be anything that I haven't said on the camera already. Yeah, fucking right, pal. Because the guy who hides behind fake humility and deletes every single comment which is remotely critical of him is suddenly an open book. I will fucking bury you, Hamza. So enjoy your early retirement, get on with what you're doing, I'm going to get on with what I'm doing. That line, I will bury you, was emotional. It came from a feeling of deep betrayal. Deep betrayal. That line wasn't about...
I mean, yeah, if you think about it, it's definitely that's a big betrayal, because like these guys have been friends, I believe, or like he was like the guy behind like all of his schemes or like business practices for like the past, like, I don't know, 5-6 years. So that's definitely like a big betrayal right there. Oh yeah, and here's another video of Greg Doucette that goes into depth about his steroid use, because what's really funny is that he, by accident, outed himself. This is why the video is called this way. It's because he outed himself. It's like, oh shit, like I thought he exposed me for using steroids. He didn't actually know that. He didn't actually say anything about that, and they just revealed that he was on steroids, which obviously is very misleading, and will definitely tarnish his name, because a lot of this stuff is supposed to be natural. It's supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to be like being able to obtain an attractive physique naturally. Except this guy was like fucking roiding the whole time. That's like brutal.
I was on steroids. He was just trying to make it more dramatic. And so he basically says he knows I'm on steroids, but if he said I'm on steroids, then he's a liar, because I'm not on steroids. I'm on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. Testosterone is a steroid. If you're on testosterone, you're on steroids. And if you're taking abusive levels of testosterone, aka your testosterone levels are through the roof, you're way above the normal physiological range, which he states is somewhere between 250 and 1,000. Hardly anyone is actually that high, but it's possible. But if your body normally is in the 400s, and then when you do everything perfectly, you're in the 700s, and suddenly with testosterone, you're 1,500, you're on abusive doses. You're on steroids, testosterone. That is not being dramatic. I'm on TRT, which is where you take your testosterone level to more like a caveman. LOL. TRT is testosterone replacement therapy. It's replacing what you should be making, and it's prescribed by a doctor or endocrinologist because your testes are not functioning properly. Yeah. You're not producing sufficient testosterone.
Yeah, it's mostly like for older guys where like, you know, like the production of testosterone starts like declining later in life. So then you need testosterone replacement therapy. If you want, like, you know, like maybe like when you get older, your sex drive goes down and all that stuff. So yeah, but this guy's doing it for physical gains, as I said, which is super, super misleading. So that's really, really bad.
In order to be healthy, it's not to put you way above the reference range and turn you into superhuman. 1,500 nanograms per day.
1500 is absolutely insane. So like just for reference, I think as you said, like a high or optimal is like 500 or 700 to 1000. That's the optimum. Anything past that, it's like you're roiding. Anything past that, you are roiding. You're taking extra testosterone. So yeah, okay, so that's basically it. It looks like Hamza has completely destroyed his image, which is kind of brutal, especially just with the steroid thing. It's super misleading, and he's been deleting comments. He's been deleting comments from his previous friend, as like the video that we watched. And yeah, this is not looking good because he's gotten exposed before. He's gotten exposed before for like outrageous course prices, but this is pretty bad. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and until next time.